What up, y'all? It's your boy, Prince Jonathan. I'm back for day 28. Oh man, I'm feeling really good. Why? Because today's my birthday, so why not feel wonderful? Behind me, I actually am shooting in front of the Burbank horse equestrian center or something like that. I don't know. And I've been walking this path today on my 45 minutes, and I just kind of started to realize there's movement. There's movement in life. And I was seeing some of the horses walk by, and I was like, man, these some big, beautiful animals, and they're always kind of in motion, unless they're asleep. They're always in motion, and I started to think about how that affected my life. Early on in my 20s, before my 20s, I wasn't very active. I played sports, but then I did theater, and then I was kind of a swimmer, things like that. I did things, and it kept me moving, and it helped. But then I started to get stagnant in my 20s, and then I was like, oh, I'm gonna be a bodybuilder, so let's really work out. So that really helped to propel me forward. And I've been up and down in my weight. At one point, 75 days ago, I was probably 20, 30 pounds heavier than this, 20 pounds maybe heavier than this. And then I've been on 75 hard, so I work out twice a day. And even that workout, it didn't start off in a gym because I didn't have a gym membership at the time. It just started off with walking and using bands. So where am I getting at here? Movement has actually helped me in my life. Not just exercise, just movement in general. Because I know exercise can be a dirty word to some people. They're like, I don't want to exercise. But what I've noticed in my life is where there was movement, that's where I was the most creative. Where there was movement, that's where I thought outside the box. Where there was movement, I stepped into roles as a leader. But the times when I got stagnant, or I couldn't work out, or I just couldn't do what I wanted to do just with function with my body, I started to drink more. I started to lose my confidence. And I ultimately got very, very depressed. Now, I do suffer still from depression, anxiety, and I am codependent. All of that is in recovery. I'm working on my recovery for that. But in this last 75 day, or 60 some days of 75 hard, I'm almost done, I've realized, the missing link for me was, how do I show up and move? Now me, I'm an early riser. I wanna be up early. I wanna get to the gym. I wanna do my 45-minute walk. I wanna get it all in the beginning of the day because it sets me up. But where in your life are you lacking movement? And I'm guaranteeing you, if you look at your life, everything else around it has changed. So I'm challenging you this. At the end of this video, I'm gonna re-challenge you. Get out and do something. Move, whether that be a walk, whether that be a roll, whatever you need to do, at least 4 times a week. Now, why am I challenging you to do this? Because I've seen in my own life that I've become way more creative when I have movement. I'm way more creative in terms of speaking. I mean, think about it. Every single day I've showed up. This day 28, I've shown up. And the reason I'm creative is because I get up and I move. And it keeps me aware for the rest of the day. That's a creative mindset. I've seen other people. I've read about CEOs. They have creative problem solving because they get up first and they get moving. Now, if you want to work out at the end of the day, middle of the day, beginning of the day, doesn't matter. But that time to yourself, or time with maybe a workout partner, or a walking partner, or a running buddy, or even if you go to a dance class, that time, that's sacred time. That's time where your brain actually gets a chance to just let go of the functionary roles and go, you know what, we don't need to focus on work. We don't need to focus on money. We need to focus on getting this energy, getting back aligned with the body. Whether you do yoga, it is a time of meditation. It's active meditation, really. Now, again, I want you to move. Whether that's a dance class, whether you're a runner, whether you're a weightlifter, it doesn't matter what you do, but I'm challenging you to 4 times a week. With that being said too, there's an aspect of leadership that comes in, because your brain, again, is gonna develop confidence in itself. You'll start to probably lose some weight because you're gonna be moving and calories gonna be burning, but the main thing is you'll actually feel more confident in yourself and in your abilities. You ever notice that when you sit on the couch all day long and you're lazy, you feel less confident to do something later that day, or it takes a little more oomph, that little all right, got to get to moving. You know that, what I'm talking about there? But then when you rest, or you get like really good rest, or you go somewhere, you walk around in a brand new place and you just feel all the smells and see everything new, and you're like, all right, hey, you know what, I kind of have a good idea. That's what I'm talking about. And that transfers to a leadership. Now, you don't have to be the leader of a Fortune 500 company. You could be the leader of your family. You could be the leader of yourself. Because what you're gonna do is you're gonna pull people along in your journey. You're gonna reach out in your journey because your brain will start to formulate. It will work aligned with your heart, and you'll actually be able to move the energy around you. That energy won't be stale. That energy will be alive. Movement helps you do that. So when you go out for a walk, you do your yoga, you go to the gym. I'm an active proponent of, I love to lift weights. But that's what I love to do. And the energy around me changes because I come out, I'm ready to go. You can't have a bad day. Like I said, no bad days. You can't have a bad day and go move. You can't do that. Why? Because your brain is gonna be like, we need to make this great. So I'm challenging you, again, 4 times a week. Get out, do something. If you really want a challenge, do what I'm doing, the 75 hard. Look it up. Andy Frisella's laid it out. It's real tough, but I'm guaranteeing that will even move you even further. In order to progress in your life, you're gonna have to physically move. In order to progress in your faith, you have to move. In order to just progress in your relationships, there is movement there. Maybe you and your spouse need to have a tough conversation. Maybe a walk would actually help open up your brain so you don't feel like we're fighting each other. We're actually walking line in line together. Where in your life do you need more movement? I'm guaranteeing that even if you got 6, 7 kids, if you just get on some sort of schedule, it will propel your family forward. Movement is what we need. There's blood circulating through your heart, your oxygen, everything is there for the taking. It's time for you to step into it. Start moving into it. Life is gonna come at you in one hard swoop. It's gonna come at you extremely hard. And you gotta be prepared for the dodging, for the moving, for everything that's coming at you. You have everything inside of you to do it, but you need to activate it. And that activation starts in the morning, midday, or afternoon, whenever you decide to do it, it starts there. So I'm challenging you, get out, get active, find your purpose. If you don't have a purpose, this will be a great time for you to examine because you'll get some time alone. You are beautiful and wonderfully made. Everything is inside you, and there is power there. I need you to access it. As always, I love you from the bottom of my heart, and I want you to dominate the day. Oh, it's such a beautiful day. It's my birthday.